Digress. Let's get it in, man. So look, that's what we talking about today. Affirming, affirming, affirming. And it's interesting that you said uh in the glamour or in the illusion, right? Or encapsulated in this matrix. That's exactly what happened to me, and that's how I started turning up on my destination. Because when I was in college, I tore my ACL. Oh, woe is me. Y'all know, y'all heard my story before. And, I had to sit out for a year. So surgery came. I'm taking, the little medicine that the doctors gave me, them hydrocodones. And boy, I was feeling good. I was feeling wonderful,
That's
right?
hilarious.
And so I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't hoop. I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm like, man, what is going on? What was me? So then I turned to harder drugs. Uh-oh. Harder drugs, and started doing that. So now I'm basically a junkie, but I'm still functioning. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm still a functioning junkie. You feel me? So but this is what I learned, because everything has a story, everything you can learn from, right? When I was taking them bars and stuff like that, them bars, boy, will have you feeling like you Superman, boy, unstoppable. You feel me? So now this was my problem. I was selling and taking my own supply. So I was just basically functioning off of my own supply while I'm still, doing my little hustle thing, right? So I'm a crash course dummy, but I was feeling great. And that feeling that I understood, because I still was watching my Bobby Hemmett tapes, even though I wasn't doing the work because I was so fucked up. Still would watch Bobby because he was funny. Phil Valentine's. Y'all know that Phil Valentine Matrix lecture. And that's an important aspect to this thing, family. This is not entertainment. This is about work. This is about work. Once I finally figured out how to get into my work, then that's when I became conscious. You feel me?
Facts. I love that. Ooh,
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I
that's
was just
facts.
playing around watching these Bobby tapes, listening to this, thinking he was speaking on some, black pride type shit, and, fight the man. I was watching Bobby, Tariq Nasheed, Bobby was on Miss Blue. And then this is why I tell everybody I'm a Bobby Panic Bobby, because Panic came on that Miss Blue, and boy, he changed my whole perspective of things. And and honestly, a shout out to Brother Panic. That's when I started understanding, oh, there's some work you got to do with this thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yep.
even when the three sisters and stuff, you just drinking to just be fucked up. Really, you thinking, okay, yeah, I can do this, and nah, it was a real science to this whole thing. And
Mm.
actually, that's what's sparking this journey right now of this whole YouTube empowering people. But anyway, I'm getting off the point. The bars. The bars made me feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. And I started to understand, because, obviously I knew about the affirmations and stuff, but I knew the difference between how I was feeling sober and how I felt on them bars, right?
Mm.
So I started to think about it, and I'm like, I need to be able to encapsulate this feeling all the time, right? Without a bar, right? Without anything. Man, there was one time I had bought 100 pack, right? This is when my whole 500 pack script was gone. I'm over with, right? I done lost my script. I, you know how that should go. They just not. they not falling for it. Basically,
Mm.
I had an old girl that had a prescription. She would get 500. So I'm hitting licks. So I got the grass and the bars in the country. So
Mm.
I'm looking really, you know what I'm
You
saying?
the man. You the plug.
Man, I was, man, I'm telling you, man, I was on a whole nother level. But so that's why I was able to take so many and all that and da 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 da. But long story short, um, so it, that ran out, and I got 100 pack, and I didn't, and that 100 pack, that was my last 100 pack, right? I'm already in the city now. I'm still doing my thing in the city. That last 100 pack, I did not sell one of them hoes, and I promise you, I probably took them hoes 100 in 2 weeks.
Mm.
It was crazy. I was on some chaos, killing myself type shit, to the point
Mm.
where I went to PB's homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
It was like in 2000. I can't even remember the year it was. But Rick Ross was there, and it was live. Everything was live. I'm on the bars and stuff, right? And this is what really changed my whole thing to start really figuring this thing out. I I sat on that little balcony in PV. Y'all know everybody that went to PV, man. Shout out to the family if y'all here. I sat out on that little bayou thing, right? This little bayou thing. I sat on that. I'm barred up. I'm fucked up. I'm drunk, high, everything. And literally, my brother and my homeboy Thad was with me, and I literally fell back, right? And that's who the motherfucker Thad actually gave me the damn bars. You feel me? Because I was kind of off of them, but I was just, how you not off of them really, but you are. And I fell off the damn bayou thing back first, and literally my brother thought I was dead, man, because it was probably like a 20-foot drop. You know what I'm saying? But what saved
But
me,
spirit.
spirit saved me straight up and
Mm.
down. But also the bars probably saved me because the pain was eradicated. Anybody that don't know what what faux bars is, the things that relieve you from anxiety, right?
Mm.
So they give them to people that have anxiety and stuff. But for normal functioning people, you feel like Superman. So now your mind
Mm-hmm.
turns into a whole nother beast mode type of thing. So you feel like you can do anything. You
Invincible type shit.
right, like you literally go into a store and start stealing stuff. No, for
Just
real.
quick, give me that. I'm walking out.
You'll just
You
literally,
ain't nervous at all.
you don't give a fuck. You is not tripping on nothing. You will you will literally, like, you see a girl, you'll just literally walk. You know how guys kind of, oh no, hesitant and stuff. You'll just walk
Mm.
up to her and start talking. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And it takes your whole mind to a whole nother thing, right? Now, when I felt that feeling, now, hey, let me do my due diligence. Do not do drugs, family. That shit out of there. That shit is whack. But when I felt that fear, I'm just trying to give you the understanding. My mind started to change, right? To the
Mm.
point where I had changed my major in college from uh just kinesiology to psychology and sociology, because I was trying to understand why our minds work this way, you know what I'm saying, in certain avenues. So I've been on the kind of mind type of, mind bending type of adventure, but that them bars, I knew it was something different. Now, when I completely got off of them because I went cold turkey,
Mm.
I had to do a zillion affirmations. Like I went cold turkey. I was in the house looking like a goddamn boy. I was in the house shook. You feel me? So I'm talking about I couldn't go nowhere. I almost caught strokes and shit like that. It was
Mm.
crazy, man. But I went cold turkey because I knew I had something bigger, than me being fucked up and da 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 da. So the addiction to it was what I was ridding myself of, but the feeling I remember was unstoppable. Another thing about them bars, you will sleep really good. Oh boy.
My God.
No, I'm talking about straight drool mouth, and then to the point where you're like da da da, you're in a whole nother zone. So yeah, man, that when I went cold turkey, I realized what affirmations were, right?
Mm.
And a lot of people are doing them really weak per se. You feel me? Not really tapping into the energy. When you're
Mm.
affirming, you want to have conviction behind them things. Because my affirmations when I was on my bars, at first I was, I'm still shell shocked and stuff, but this is what broke me out. The energy that I brought up, right, through my spirit literally took me into a whole nother mindset. You feel me? So I'm screaming, I am strong, I am powerful. I'm
Mm.
I'm going in because I had to really shake off because when you go cold turkey, now everything starts, all the anxiety and stuff starts rushing back to your mind. You feel me?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
the point where you're in a whole nother struggle with this thing. You feel me? So yeah, it was,
And you got to decide, okay, is all of the pain, because when you break in an addiction, addictions are physiological and psychological, meaning they are within your blood, within your hormones, within your thought processes. That's the psychology part, but the physiological part is just as intense as the thoughts, because when you break in and it's funny because I was thinking about making a video about drugs, so it's funny that you're bringing this up. But it is your body, that detox is real because you're literally kicking out all of these toxins, and it is very intense. And I think that's one of the number one reasons why people do not break an addiction. It's not because they don't want to, it is when they start that detoxing process, it is so intense, it is so physically, of
mm,
course mentally heavy,
yeah,
that it's almost like I would rather take this pill than have to deal with the physical pain of these toxins leaving my body.
facts. And then it was, yeah, so that's a fact, babe. So now, yeah, because because you literally can't move and you really want to run back to it, but I had
Mhm.
my support staff beside me, and they was definitely helping me in that venture. But once I broke free with my affirmations, because that's all I had, you feel me?
Mm.
And and you'll be all damn near like, damn, I need to figure out because it was so painful. You'd be like, damn, I need to talk to Jesus? Who I need to talk to?
Right. I need somebody to come rescue
Say I was
me.
fucked up, boy. Damn, that was a crazy time in my life. But I knew I had to go through that because you just them moments right there, that 2 weeks of pain and agony really shifted my consciousness to understand that, all right, I really got to turn up on my destination and do something better. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still was at during that time space still involved in the, with my friends and the drug thing that we was doing. I at least broke free of that part. And then I finally broke free of my friends, some years later, so I can maneuver into what I'm doing now. You feel me?